So what's up everyone? So here's a quick little REST API workflow tip. So whenever we are working with REST APIs, we use Postman for testing the API endpoints and everything, right? So here's a little workflow that makes my work a little bit faster using Postman. So a normal workflow would be like some of the best practices. Just first of all create a collection, right? Always create a collection of the project that you are working on and have separate request and save those requests under the collection. And if the project is larger and it has like separate modules, then under the collection define different folders, and then under those folders have your request and endpoint data. So first of all create a collection. I already have, and then according to your API endpoints, save some of them here under the collection. Now, a normal usual workflow is create a collection, define your endpoints, define the endpoint here, define the method here, and then depending on the post or get, you define the JSON data here, and then you hit send and you get the data, and then if it is login, then you usually get a JWT JSON Web Token, and then you have to in any other API endpoints where you need the JSON Web Token, you go to the header, you define the authorization, and you paste the token here like bearer token here, right? And then whenever you hit this API, you get more data that you need for another API. So I'm gonna show you how to automate this stuff a little bit and make our lives a little bit easier. And also you can like automate these things and also chain some of the requests together. And if you need to take things further, you can ultimately make an end-to-end test suite of your APIs. Anyway, so I'm going to show you how to improve this workflow, the workflow I've described a little bit. So first of all, we have the base URL here, which is never gonna change. So let's just put it in a environment variable, right? So I have cut this. Go to your environment variable. I already have an environment running. So go to your environment variable, click edit, and then here add a new environment variable called base URL, something like that, and set the initial value and the current value to this. So this is our API endpoint base URL, which is never gonna change. So we're defining it here, hit save. And now every time we need to use this in any endpoints, we do not have to type this whole thing. Our endpoints become much more cleaner if we utilize environment variables. So my login was like this. Now it becomes right. So this is the environment variable. I'm using the environment variable that is set here, and it is evaluating it to this value, and then it is appending the rest of the URL. So if I hit login, I get the response, right? Okay, now to take this thing further, Postman allows us to write pre-request scripts and some post-request test cases. We can use this test feature, post request test script, to run our own custom script to chain together a couple of requests, or maybe set the environment variable after the request has been received. So whenever the login response gets received, we receive a token, right? We receive a JWT token. And what we do is usually we do this. Let me show you. For example, let me just register a user. Registered user, right? Now we got back this token, right? Now we have to copy this token. Even if we are using environment variable, we still have to go to this environment variable, set the token here, and hit save, and then we can use this token for the rest of the variable, rest of the request response and request, which makes our life a little bit easier. But if still you are you are logging in and logging out, registering a new user couple of times, then your token gets changed, and every time you have to copy and paste this token in your environment variable. It's still not the fastest way to do it. So what we can do is we can now okay, so we have registered, we got the token. Now after registering we got a token, right? We have set it here. Now for example, here, so here's our normal flow. Register, we log in, we get the token, we take this token. Any other subsequent requests, we go to header authorization, we set bearer, and then we paste the token, and then we hit send, right? Right. So that's not a very smooth way to do it. So first of all, we remove every API endpoint we have. We remove this. We can remove this with base URL, right? Because we have certain environment variable called base URL. So this makes it much cleaner. Now let's do it for the other endpoints. Right. So all of our endpoints are now clean, and they're using a centralized base URL. So every time we need to change the base URL, suppose API slash v1 to v2, then we only change the environment variable here, v1 to v2, and all the endpoint gets changed. All the whole collection gets changed without needing to change each and every endpoint separately. So that's one thing that is taken care of. Another thing is the whole workflow of getting the token, logging in, fetching the token, copying the token to the header, and then sending the request. Then again for another endpoint, do the same. Go to the header authorization, bearer, space token, and then again hit the send. So what we can do is, instead of copying for every request, we can do this. We can, instead of doing bearer dash and then pasting the token here, right? Pasting the token here for every request, we can again use the environment variable just like we used in the base URL. We can say bearer and then token. Same for the other APIs, right? These two don't need tokens. So we have defined it. Now every time, now whenever we log in, we get the JWT, we copy it, the environment variable, paste it there once, and now all the endpoints that require the JWT token will now work without needing to modify the header every time. Because header is using the token variable and environment variable we have set after the login. Now every time all of the requests that we want to send, we can directly send and it will work because all of them are using the environment variable. Now we can still make it even better, because let's just like whenever we log in, if we again log in, then the token gets refreshed again. We get a new token, and then old token won't work. So we again have to copy it and then paste it in the environment variable, and then these APIs will work. What if we can automate it? Like every time we log in and we get the API response and we get the token, what if we can automatically set the environment variable to have this token? That way we do not even have to copy it and paste it in the environment variable even. We just log in and then we immediately go to the other API endpoints, and those will work. Those will have the new token. So what we can do is we can utilize this test. So we can write raw JavaScript scripts here, and we can utilize those scripts to access the environment variable and access the response from the API call, and we can set the environment variable here. This script will get called every time we get a response. So whenever we get a response, we can write some script here which will run and set the environment variable, and then those environment variable will be used here because we have removed the actual data and we have set it as the variable. So this variable gets updated every time we log in with the help of the script, and then works. So let's just write the script. So let's define a variable called response data equal to JSON parse response body postman dot environment variable. So this is a method which takes first argument is the uh, environment variable name. Second argument is the actual data that we want to set the variable with. So we take response data. Whatever we get in the response body, it gets saved here, and we take this response data, and then whatever is in it we can access it here. So in the response data we get the token in the data variable, so we can access the data variable and done. So this will get the response body, parse it, save it in the response data variable, and then we access the environment variable, and we set the environment variable called token with the response data, and then that's it. So let's just test it. So let's clear out our environment variable so that we know that it is being set. So current value is null, right? So if we hit send, something went wrong. Okay, I think our test script has some issue. So it has to be set environment variable instead of environment variable. That makes sense, right? Set environment variable is the method name, and we are setting the token environment variable with the response data. Okay, let's hit send. 200. Test passed. Test is green. So I think our environment variable got set. Right? Here's our environment variable. Now this value we need in all the other rest of the endpoints, which are uh, which require JWT authentication. So suppose this API endpoint, right? So this endpoint needs the token. Now since we are not pasting the token here, we are already using the environment variable token, and it has been set already. So this should work now without needing to do anything extra. Boom, right? Response. So see, we have automated these things. So now whenever we need a new JWT token, so we log in, we get the token. We do not even need to do anything with this token. We do not even need to copy it in the header file, in the header of the uh, request. Neither do we need to copy it in the environment variable. So we just log in, Boom. We receive the token. Token gets set in the environment variable. We go to the any API that requires the token. We hit send and the environment variable works. Now we can take it even further and chain requests together, which I will not show you in this video because it will become a little bit longer. But now you know with the power of environment variable and the test script here, we can do anything we want, right? So we can automate the whole thing, right? We can automate the whole response request response cycle. So as you can see, we can take this even further and we can create our own test suite, automated test suite using just environment variables and these test scripts. I will show you an example here with my previous project. So we had a bunch of like endpoints, right? These endpoints and this collection. So we had to log in, then we had to list some of the things, then we had to take one of the data from the list, and then we had to fetch another endpoint which requires that project that responses ID, and then we had to take that response and we needed some data from that also. So in normal cases, we log in, we get the token, we copy the token, we paste the token in the header, then we call another API endpoint that requires the token, and then we get a response from that API call, and then we get some data which we require for subsequent calls. Then we copy the response data, and then we put the data in another post request and all of those things. In this scenario, I had automated the whole thing right from the login till the end of the whole flow. So what I did was in login I have created this test script to get the token and set the token, and then we listed the projects. So whenever we listed the projects, we got a response of all the projects listed, right? So I in the project show project endpoint, I needed to show only one project, which endpoint was like this /project/project id. So I set another environment variable with project id, and whenever I listed the project, I set the project id. I took one of the projects from the list of the projects and I took the id of that project and I set the environment variable project id with that id. That way I can just log in, hit list projects, hit show project, and it will work. It will always work. I do not need to do anything else.